You're watching Live from the Mitchell, brought to you by the College of St. Scholastica, with promotional support from The Current.
Great music lives here. We are committed to amplifying Minnesota music to keep it independent and influential. Get closer to Minnesota music with The Local Show and the Duluth Local Show, Sunday nights on The Current.
This activity is made possible by the voters of Minnesota through a grant from the Minnesota State Arts Board, thanks to a legislative appropriation from the Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.
Take a look at our old town. Everything we built is burning down. Just a sign of the times. Blue lights cool my room like a dimly lit ancient tomb where hope was buried long ago. Take a look at the kids we raised, walking around in a haze, way down by a truth. Illuminated screens and large glass, we're looking through at a world bent on doom. Can't care what can die, light a fire deep inside. Stand against the coming tide and live till you're gone, and live till you're gone. Yeah. Spoke with a friend last night, having a beer by the fireside. He talked about the news. He feels for his little girl growing up in a crazy world. My friend, that makes two. Can't care what can die, ignite a fire deep inside. Stand against the coming tide. And live till you're gone, and live till you're gone, and live till you're grew up south of Youngstown, victim of the Rust Belt, a man out for vengeance. He'll make the whole world bow their heads and pray he made a vow. Ohio, cycle. Something grew deep inside of him. A monster awoke, some say. He tear a man limb from limb, and he found no shame. He's on the rise, he's a household name. Ohio, cycle. When they caught that maniac at the end of the line, they asked what made him attack. He blamed the whole damn world. When they laid him down, he smiled and his fists on curve. Ohio, cycle. Ohio, cycle. Ohio. Deep in the whispering pines, there are things you will find. Living in the riverbeds, hiding in the mangled trees. They were born so long ago, their echoes I can hear their screams. It's a holy sound in the wind, and it brings me to my knees. I see it now. This clock of mine is running down. There's no escaping it. They haunt my dreams. Deep beneath the cavern's floor, and hiding is an ancient beast, luring those who never sleep, taunting those who fear to dream. He began so long ago, he's fantasy, and I can see him there. He's a holy sight. In the dark, he brings me to my knees. I see it now. This clock of mine is running down. There's no escaping it. He haunts my dreams. He's a holy sight. In the dark, he brings me to my knees. I see it now. This clock of mine is running down. There's no escaping it. He haunts my dreams. Seen an old man at the bar and he was creepy as hell. He sat beside me and my bones, they chilled. He said, son, let me see your face. I've seen that look before. You're waiting around to die, spending your life buying time. You'll be broke before you're free. Son, hear me. I know it feels life ain't going well, and it feels like going through hell. You see the scars on my face. I've been there before. Don't wait around to die, spending your life buying time. You'll be broke before you're free. Son, look at me. I stayed sober till 3 a.m. until the fear of it all set in. I drank till I forgot his face in all of his words. Now wait around to die, spending my life buying time. I'll be broke before I'm free. There ain't no saving me. Now wait around to die, spend my life buying time. I'll be broke before I'm free. There ain't no saving me. There ain't no saving me. There ain't no saving me. glow, not like they used to. Moon has lost its shine. The wonder I felt when I was just a kid, now my history, this tapestry, unravels at its ends while I run from this man I've become, this fading star. Hands of time tick by quicker than they once did. Dreams face the truth as hope dissolves right before my eyes, and this anxiety, it tortures me. There's nowhere left to run, and I can't hide from this man I've become, this fading star. Don't work, not like it used to. Now I'm sober 1 year, the longest it's been since my first drop. And now this clarity, it's curing me, forcing me to face this hell, and this man I've become, this fading star, this hell, and this man I've become, this fading star. I've spent a long time on the bottom looking up at a paradigm this world has conjured up, but the only way I know to go is down the path best traveled alone. I walk the earth in search of holy peace, from mountain peaks through the vast into the dark and back, only to find pain is redemption. I am a sinner, I am an honest one, I'm no beginner, my past won't be undone. but I'll be damned if I don't atone along this lonely road I'm on. I walk the earth in search of holy peace, from mountain peaks through the vast into the dark and back, only to find pain is redemption. There is an evil living in all of us, making us feeble, breaking us down to dust, but it only wins when we hide from the hurt we store deep inside. I walk the earth in search of holy peace, from mountain peaks through the vast into the dark and back, only to find pain is redemption. Pain is redemption. closed my eyes the other day, and I saw your face as the sky faded gray. I went back to second grade on Grandma's porch, playing in November rain, watching the wind blow the summer leaves away as the cold comes nipping at the neighbor's nose. On Grandma's porch, we laugh them days away. Oh, we laugh the days away. I woke to the winter snow. I poured myself a cup of tea. I watched the kids play out the window. I went back to second grade on Grandma's porch, playing in November rain, watching the wind blow the summer leaves away as the cold comes nipping at the neighbor's nose. On Grandma's porch, we laugh them days away. Oh, we laugh the days away. Oh. Grandma's porch, playing in November rain, watching the wind blow the summer leaves away as the cold comes nipping at the neighbor's nose. On Grandma's porch, we laugh them days away. Oh, we laugh the days away.
everyone. My name is Brittany Lind, and I am the host of the Duluth Local Show Sunday nights on The Current, and I'm here with Whalen and the Willows. Hey, guys.
Hi.
All right, so first of all, thank you for joining us in the latest installment of the Live from the Mitchell concert series. I love these. Have you ever played at the Mitchell before, or is this your first time?
This will be our first time, but man, it's a beautiful space. Yeah, so super stoked.
I love it. I love going to shows there. So the purpose of the Live from the Mitchell series is to highlight musicians from greater Minnesota. And if I read correctly, you all are from Austin, Minnesota?
Yes, yep, Spamtown, USA.
Oh, Spamtown. That's
Yeah,
where the museum is?
That's
It is.
Awesome.
That's our claim to fame.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I knew we had one. I didn't know where it was. Austin, Minnesota. Do you go there a lot?
You know, not as much as you'd think we would. Actually, I don't know if I've ever been to the new Spam Museum.
One. Yeah, I've
The
been to
new
the
one.
old.
There's a new one and an old one.
Yeah, well, the new one replaced the old one now.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, that makes sense. Why
yeah,
would you
so
have
they
two?
yeah, you know, although I think they fought for that, but staffing was an issue, so they figured they'd
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. But from what I do know about Austin, other than now I know that there's the Spam Museum, is not a super big town, not a very large population, I'm going to say.
No, not really. Nope, it's a relatively small town. I mean, what do you say? We probably got like 30,000 now or something like
I was
that.
gonna guess 30,000 was probably.
I believe I looked it up and it was more around 20,000.
Oh, God.
So my first
Head
question.
over.
Oh, man.
So my first question is small town. Musicians making music in small towns. I always find that interesting. How did you all find each other? Like, what is your origin story? How did you come together and decide to create a band that now plays, I mean, you're on the radio statewide. You've played some pretty awesome venues. How did that start?
Yes, humble beginnings and lots of work. You know, funny enough, for as small of a community as we have our community college here, Riverland, has a really spectacular theater music program.
Oh, good.
And we're really fortunate because towns our size don't normally have the things that we have access to as far as arts are concerned. So we were all music students. The violin player, Victoria, who couldn't be with us today, I met her there 15, 16 years ago at Riverwood.
Oh.
And we became friends. And so she talked me into trying out for a theater production there. And I was terrified.
That's scary.
Like, I did not want to do it. She insisted. And I fell in love with the theater and performing. You know,
Yep, I'm a former theater kid too. I get it.
So you get it. Yeah, it's, you know, it's just, you do it and then you become enamored, right?
It's a life. It's a lifestyle choice, and it's fun, and it's addicting.
Yes. Oh, tremendously. And so I fell, you know, head over heels, and Victoria and I became very dear friends, and obviously still are to this day. But I was always writing songs and playing, but I had like zero intention of playing in front of people at all. It was a therapeutic thing for me and just this desire I had. But, you know, her and I were talking. I was like, I write songs. So she heard me play some songs, and she says, you know, you need to really do that. You need to play in front of people. And so her and I, you know, started playing together, and we did a duo thing for a while. And then we turned into a trio when I met who's now my wife and the mother of our beautiful daughter at the theater.
Of course.
Yes, because it's a magical place. And so that's where it all started. And then years down the road, we collected the rest of the guys. But they were all Riverland alumni too. You know, Trevor and our guitar player, Nick, they were both Riverland people. You know, so as I started getting more steam and writing more songs and playing a lot more, you know, Victoria's like, hey, you know, we should reach out to Trevor. Or we should reach out, you know, to Nick, and started, crossing paths, and we came together, and then our drummer came on board via Trevor's. They were in a cover band together, a really awesome cover band. They did a lot of really cool stuff, and so he's like, I got a drummer, we should try. So it just fell into place, like, I know it's cheesy and cliche, but like destiny. I mean, it all started at our local community theater at the Riverland College. That's kind of, where we all know each other from.
And that's why we should invest in music and art.
Oh,
Look at all the cool things that come out of it.
Yeah, it's tremendous. Well, that's even, our last show, we play Riverland once a year, and we donate money to the scholarships. And
well, that's so nice.
Well, yeah, it's so, we experienced that. Like, the Willows wouldn't exist if it wasn't for that theater, So I think you're right. We need to invest in that stuff because, there are a lot of us who need it,
Yeah, that outlet, that creative outlet, and friends.
Yes, lifelong.
Especially. Yeah, I'd say that's the biggest thing to take away from that, is that even these smaller colleges and communities can create a community. I mean, it's just a circle of friends. I'll meet someone from Riverland that I hadn't met previously, but now we know each other because they know everyone else that I know. It's truly a community.
Oh, I love that. Mm-hmm. All right, so you all just released your sophomore album, Redemption, earlier this year, I think in March.
Yes, yep.
And I read that, Joshua, you got a lot of the inspiration for it from life experiences. And your first one was released in January of 2020. Can it be assumed that some of Redemption is sort of living life through a pandemic?
I would say that about 100% of it is right. Yeah, living through a pandemic, and I underwent some tremendous changes through that time in my personal life. Mm-hmm. I got sober during the pandemic, and I've struggled with alcohol since the age of 14. And so, we got the world's kind of caving in on itself. And I decide, well, what better time to just radically overhaul my whole life and we're already there. Let's see how far we can take it. And a lot of the music on Redemption comes from my lifelong journey, but it really does. A lot of it was written and came out during a pandemic, which is this kind of the weirdest thing we've ever experienced in our lifetime.
Yeah. And I can definitely, now that I've listened to it, I can definitely see the songs that might imply that. And actually, speaking of the songs on your new album, as I was listening to it, I kind of got the feel of like some sort of a epic vibe. I kind of feel like some of those songs would do really well in like a fantasy movie or TV show.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot think of specifically what, but as I was listening to it, I just kind of like placed them in the soundtrack of these fantasy movies and TV shows. So I am wondering what soundtracks your lives, whether or not it's something that influences your music, but like I love to hear what musicians love to listen to.
Yeah, well, I already know what comes to mind, but you go ahead and start this one off.
Yeah, so I'm kind of an oddball bassist. I really like listening to singer-songwriters. I'm a huge fan of Warren, Grateful Dead. I'm kind of stalling, but just the singer-songwriter vibe. My favorite band to listen to right now is probably Dawes, as far as like recent music producing groups. But yeah, and I say oddball because there's a lot of times in singer-songwriters, you're just trying to, accompany a singer rather than provide like a groove or a beat.
Right.
Yeah. So there's a lot to be learned from that. But that's what soundtracks my life, is a lot of, just the singer-songwriter, storytelling music.
Oh, I can definitely get a bit of a storytelling vibe from some of your songs from the new album.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so, I'll piggyback on that a little bit because I truly love the songwriter thing too. Jason Isbell, who is, I think is probably one of the greatest songwriters to ever live, and definitely one of the greatest of our generation.
Yeah.
But I'm also, my mom was an 80s girl. So it's funny you said the epic. I love ballads, man. I love anything that makes my hair stand up and the shivers through the spine, like that, potent songwriting with, the ballad, Phil Collins,
I can definitely feel that in your album. Yeah.
Africa by Toto. I love that song.
Amazing.
And the chorus hits, and you're just you just like got to get up out of your seat, or your hair stands up. Like it makes an impact. And so I think that sonic excitement and that musicality from the 80s meets the potency of the storytellers I love, the Townes Van Zants, the Jason Isbells. So that's anything that takes me away and plunges me deep into something.
Yeah.
That that's the soundtrack of my life.
Oh, I love that. That's fantastic. So, like I said, I've been to these, live from the Mitchell series, and they're great. I love that we are taking the opportunity to really enhance and showcase northern Minnesota music. I feel like sometimes we get forgotten a little bit because so much is happening in the Twin Cities. It's like there's a lot happening out here too. And I guess because a lot of the folks who are new here tonight, either watching you in person or streaming from home, you might be new to them. So I wanted to give you all the opportunity to tell them where they can listen to your music, where they can buy your music, because it's always important to support local artists, and if you have any other upcoming shows that you wanted to tell us about.
Yeah. Well, the website, whalenandthewillows.com. If you're interested in checking us out, that's the best place to go. And we have all of our social links, places to buy the music, to listen to it, links to videos and everything. So I would just head there. And yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming up, and we've, been very fortunate. We keep getting asked to do things. We're stoked to be in Duluth. We love that area, and we've been trying to find appropriate places to get in, because you guys have such an awesome scene, like incredible talent in some, in Charlie Parr, who is an Austin native, so he, one of my favorites. He's quickly becoming American songbook legend, and rightfully so. He's the hardest working man in music business. I beg someone to challenge me on that, but
I don't think anyone from Duluth is going to.
Yeah. If you know Charlie, he works his butt off. But it's such a great scene, and so we're stoked, to be up there. As far as other shows we have in Rochester, Minnesota, kind of down by us more, we get to open for Brittany Spencer, who I don't know if you've heard of her yet, but she's an up-and-comer. She's incredible, very talented country artist. Yes. Awesome. And we're stoked because, well, one, she's a tremendous talent, but I discovered her. She sang on Jason Isbell's new Georgia Blue record.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so I fell in love with her voice listening to that record. And then, we got asked to open for her, and I was like, yeah,
obviously.
For a ton of reasons. But, she's got this song Skinny and Sober, and it's I'd say a pop, I don't want to say, like a main country radio hit vibe, but the lyrics are amazing. And, I don't want to offend anybody, but I kind of miss that about some of the older country stuff, the deeper lyrics. So yeah, that's somewhere you can catch us. So, if you're south of the Twin Cities area, we'll be doing that July 17th.
Oh, that's coming up quick.
Yeah, yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us all today and sitting down and chatting with me. I love the new album. I'm going to have to go back and listen to the first one. I listened to a little bit of it, and I can definitely see a difference in like the vibe. And if I ever make a fantasy movie or TV show, I'm looking at you all.
Yes, please do. Any, sync licensing. That's
right.
Right. All right, and now back to the music.
Time is playing its tricks again, messing with my sensibility, dropping me deep into the ocean, a depth I don't care to explore, but a voice calls out loud, pulling me deeper inside. Kindred spirit, oh, you flow through me. You, who I've always known, living in my bones like a shadow, tempering steel at the helm of my heart. Give me the strength to eradicate the dark parts. Life is a voyage of uncertainty, finding a way where no way exists. I'm not much of a wanderer, but somehow I've become so very lost. I'm hanging on your words. You have come before. Restless voice, oh, will you lead me? You, who I've always known, living in my bones like a shadow, tempering steel at the helm of my heart. Give me the strength to eradicate the dark parts. Tempering steel at the helm of my heart. Tempering steel at the helm of my heart. Living in my bones like a shadow. Living in my bones like a shadow. You, who I've always known, living in my bones like a shadow, tempering steel at the helm of my heart. Give me the strength to eradicate the dark parts. Like a sleeping giant, lying in wait at the entrance gate. You came like fire through the door, tears began to pour. Life has no meaning till you came beaming and shook something somehow. I'm away stupid, starry eyes took me for a ride. Deep inside to explore something worth fighting for. Life has meaning if my soul is gleaming, and I owe it all to you. I'm awake now. I'm awake now. I'm awake now. I'm awake now. I'd like to introduce you to some of my best friends in the whole world. We got Trevor Bordelon over there on the bass guitar. Back behind me, Craig Roselle on the drums. Say howdy, buddy. Victoria Torkelson over there on the violin. My old friend Nick Broughton on the guitar and the keyboard. And I'm Whalen. There's a pain throbbing in the corner of my mind. Memories of a childhood I barely survived. And I clearly remember the day I almost caved and fell into a darkness to live out my days. I shot the devil down on the dark side of the track. I looked him in the eye, I said, boy, don't you ever come back. Things that I ain't proud of that I've done in my past. Fear of tomorrow tries to hold me back. And I learned at a young age the world ain't what it seems. When the baggage is heavy, you can sink and drown. Or shoot the devil down on the dark side of the track. Look him in the eye and say, boy, don't you ever come back. This year's been a tough one, but I got thick skin. And in the game of survival, I play to win. I shot the devil down the dark side of the track. Looked him in the eye and said, boy, don't you ever come back. Shot the devil down the dark side of the track. I looked him in the eye and said, boy, don't you ever come back. Hold you in this moment, never let you go. In the shadow of this mountain, hear the thunder roll. Like a freight train that ain't ever coming home. Way back there in the city, stars are hard to see. Remember this piece of wisdom. Old roots grow deep, but you can't always break free. Look around, my child, take in the beauty here in the shade of this willow. There ain't nothing to fear. Peaceful like this tree you must be. 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 Peaceful like this tree must be. My little daughter Joanna's out there somewhere on the internet watching us. What a weird world we live in. You can watch live music on the internet. So thanks for tuning in. This one's for you, sweetheart. It's a mighty big world, my little girl, filled with darkness, but such beauty too. When your ship adventures upon the sea, tie yourself to the mast like Odysseus did, and hear the sirens sing their songs. Give it hell and sing along. I'll wage any war you ask me to. When I'm gone, the battles are left to you. When you wield your sword, see that it's blunt. Take caution in the sharpness of your tongue. Hurtful words are mangled knots, tying down your joyful thoughts. Since your birth, I dream all the time. Vivid dreams of the great things you'll do. And every time I gaze into your eyes, I see your mother's kindness alive in you. My love for you will never fail. Let that love carry you through. Let that love carry you through. Two lovers singing deep in the woods. Two hearts are racing beneath the raven sky. Time stands still as darkness lurks. He enjoys the hunt, obeying orders, spirit perched on his shoulder, a voice as clear as day. Saint Michael, go to the river shore, cut them down. Two bodies lying as cold as the clay. The darkness holds secrets until the ash blows away. Saint Michael, your boat to the other side. We're Whalen and the Willows. Thanks for tuning in.